Welcome to today's Facebook Live. I'm Peggy O'Neill. I'm the founder of this Facebook group, Answering the Call, where we answer that call, that longing to for most of us, it's a sense of that something's missing. So we're answering that. That's actually a call, that there's something missing. There's something more for me to be or to do or to live in life, express in life. So we're answering that call to know our essential nature and then to know what it is uniquely, in our own unique way, that we are here to express that essential nature. I didn't say that well, but anyway, because we each have a unique way to express and to live out our essential nature. So we're discovering both of those, our essential nature and then how I uniquely am here to express that. So welcome. Again, I'm Peggy O'Neill, and if you watch these regularly, join us regularly, then you'll notice this looks a little different here, and you might have noticed too that we haven't had any lives in a few weeks because I've been in the process of moving. I moved from Allen, Texas to Fayetteville, Arkansas, and I'm now unpacking and haven't quite located a great place to do my Zoom events. Hopefully by next Thursday I will have a great place to be doing that. But welcome today, and I'm sure you understand, and we'll get started. So today's topic is flow is your natural being. It's not a state to get to. You might have heard of the book Flow by Mikhail, and then his last name starts with the C and has a lot of consonants in it. And so, and then we talk about the flow state, like with athletes, they're in the flow. And we've also experienced in our own lives times when we're just so in the moment that time seems to not be present. Just time goes so quickly. So we've all experienced that, and Mikhail wrote about it, how to get to that flow state. But as we discover and know our essential nature, then we begin to experience and realize, oh, flow state, it's not a state. Flow is actually my natural being. That's my essence. If we think about it, if who we truly are is source, one with everything, then of course we're the flow. We might say we're in the flow, but we're actually the flow. Life is flowing through us, as us. We're expressing life in every moment. That's flow. And we're going to have a deeper understanding of flow as your natural being, started a little bit of it there, and then know how to experience the flow all the time and discover what it takes to express this life force fully. Again, we've all experienced it probably at various times in our lives, maybe for fleeting moments, but that sense of ease and grace and things just happening. And that's a glimpse of our what's happening all the time. We're like a river. A river's flowing all the time. It can get dammed up, and that's what actually happens, is that we dam up the flow, so to speak, with our doubts, our fears, our resistance to life, our hesitancies, our letting our thinking mind determine our lives for us, instead of letting life determine our lives for us. I'm going to talk a little bit out of both sides of my mouth. Life is always determining life for us. That's really what's happening. But we experience the resistance when we believe that we're a separate self. So then we listen to our thoughts, we listen to our beliefs, we pay attention and live out our conditioning because of culture. And that's what clogs up this natural flow that's available to us, that we're actually living, but we're living it with a bunch of like rocks in the way because of everything I just said, our conditioning, our beliefs, our thoughts, our thinking, our resistances. Those are like blockages. And once we realize who we truly are, we quit listening to our thoughts, we quit resisting, we quit doubting, we bring faith and aliveness into our lives, then we're living the flow. The flow is more available in our experience. It's always there. We've just got it covered over with everything else. So the flow then becomes available as we don't listen to doubts, don't listen to fears, don't listen to worries, that we allow life to live us. So imagine one of the things that it takes to do that. Imagine really sensing and knowing that you're one with everything. That sense of belonging that comes by knowing I'm one with all. I can't be separate. The universe is always there for me, so to speak. How can it not be? The universe, source, consciousness, awareness, God's infinite being is the religious name. That's living through us, as us. We're one with that deep sense of belonging, that faith in life, that trust in life. And as we live that way, that's how we experience flow almost all the time. Will the other appear? Yes. Doubts will appear. Fears will appear. But over time, we quit listening to those. We quit putting our attention on those. We relax our attention away from those things that block the flow in our experience and free ourselves to then fully express who we are. So why don't we do all of that more? Well, some of it is there's fear. There's fear. One of the people in the praxis the other day was saying that it was realizing some fear about letting herself really be the flow state, really letting herself know that she's being lived, because we know this reality with all the blockages. We know the reality with the fears and the doubts and the what ifs and not trusting life and thinking we're in control. And we know that, even if it's uncomfortable, even if we're not doing exactly what we want to be doing in life and experiencing what we want to, it's known. And to release all of that, to not pay attention to that, to relax into the flow, allow the flow, to pay attention to the flow. That sounds like we have to do something. It's really relaxing our attention so that we just know the flow. That can bring fear to ourselves. To really, if I fully express who I am, what if people don't like me anymore? What if they don't want to be around me? So that fear that we won't belong in the human experience, when we always belong, deeply belong. And so life can change. The people around us might go away or see us differently. So we experience these fears of what can happen, even if we're not listing them off in the way that I am right now, but underlying what keeps us from freeing ourselves, fully expressing, is that fear of the unknown, fear that we might not belong with the people that we're used to belonging with. And yet we can experience that deep sense of belonging, that deep knowing that I'm one, that of course I'm taken care of, that of course it's all going to turn out how it's supposed to turn out, because life is living through me. So right now you might be listening with your mind and trying to think this through, and I encourage you to relax your attention right now from your mind and sink into your heart and experience this possibility. Experience what I'm talking about here. If you just relax right now, don't listen to your thoughts, but allow yourself to just be in this moment, that deep sense of belonging. I'm one with the universe. I'm being held by the universe, like you were floating in an ocean or a swimming pool, being held by the universe. Knowing that the universe is always expressing through us in the highest possibility that there is for us. What might that be like? To live that way, to feel that way, to allow yourself to fully express yourself, to not let fears and doubts hold you back. You have a sense of that? And if you're here live, I forgot, I've been a cold on Facebook Lives for a while. So if you're here live, please say hi. If you're watching this on replay, please put in hashtag replay. If you have any comments today or on the replay, please leave them, and questions, I'll answer them. So, because I just asked a question, so I remembered. So that sense, you have that sense of what it could be like to experience allowing yourself to know the flow, to know that you're safe, to experience faith in the universe, faith in yourself, not in yourself as a separate being, a separate self, but faith in that you are a unique expression of source, of the one being. So to recap, so today, to have a deeper understanding of the flow as your natural being. So that's what we've been talking about, that it is your natural being, and that the reason we don't think we experience it all the time is because of the fears, the doubts, the beliefs, the worries, the what ifs, the identification with ourselves as a separate being, and that we can experience the flow all the time, and we will more and more. So the less you listen to your thoughts, your fears, your doubts, your worries, and relax your attention from that, the more you experience the flow. And we can be there all the time. I mean, we already are, but we just don't realize it because we are paying attention to something other than the flow. And then discover what it takes. So what it takes to express this fully is the faith, the allowing yourself to feel that deep belonging not to the universe, but belonging as the universe, belonging as one with everything, that you can't be separate, that you're not this finite, limited being, but you belonged as source. And then to trust, and then to notice that yes, there might be fear there, fear of the unknown, but you know the other. Maybe let yourself experience what else is possible, what might be possible if I didn't listen to the fear, if I didn't let the fear stop me and let myself fully know who I am and the flow and express fully and freely. And you do have to want it. You have to want it. It's for most of us, it's not an instantaneous knowing or understanding. We inquire, we do what I'm talking about today, we relax our attention. We have to want that more than what we are currently living. We have to really want it and believe in it. So really wanting to I want to live as the flow and the free expression that I am, and know that and live that fully. I want to know that. And to let yourself connect back with your heart with all that I'm saying here. Not try to think this through, but your heart knows. You know this is possible. If you just don't listen to your mind, but allow yourself to listen to your heart, to know in your heart, yes, I am free. I am here to fully and freely express all that I am, and I'm ready for that, and I'm doing that. Thank you for being here today. And we have a free Wisdomary Leading workshop. So we'll be exploring the insights, the deeper insights that actually keep us from knowing who we truly are and living as who we truly are. It's next Tuesday, 12 to 1:30 Central, Tuesday the 17th. If you would like to attend, love for you to attend. It's free. It's an experiential workshop. Usually a small group of people, so you get a lot of attention, get to ask questions, highly experiential. Just either email me at peggy@peggy-oneal.com or DM me and I'll send you the Zoom link. I hope you'll join us next week. All right. If you have other comments, questions, please post them, and I look forward to seeing you next week.